Drivers behind the line, starting in 3, 2, 1, rebuild.
20 seconds of every rebuild match is a completely autonomous and pre-programmed Cybears. 10-4-3-4 making quick use of their preloaded fuel to launch that into their active hub. Each of those with 1 point for its Lions. 10-0-21, usually high performer during that time period, beached up on a few of those balls. 50-10, their alliance partner, able to make up for some of that differential. 17-41, pushing some of those fuel into their human player station. 50-10 with a large volley of fuel there, bringing their points 45-21 in favor of the second Red Alliance. Remainder 2 minutes and 20 seconds. All teleoperated human players pick up the controllers, driving the robots that their team built this past season. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to divide these two states. We'll see both of them again as we are in the upper bracket, but they're fighting for that advantage. 69-57. That's Shamrock Robotics, your 7th Alliance captain, applying some of that defensive bumper and bumper pressure out in the center part of the field, trying to cause as much pressure as possible. 17-41, red alert, getting some of that from their opponents as well. Blue Alliance losing their active hub period, heading back over to the Red Alliance. 50-10, Tiger Dynasty was active and ready for that period, getting a little bit of pressure, but not enough to mess up their targeting systems. 69-56 finds a little bit of issue going underneath the trench due to their a little bit taller than expected. Back over to the Blue Alliance, their time of inactivity is coming to a close in 4 seconds. Many of those Blue Alliance teams picking up fuel from the neutral area and storing it away in their hoppers. Most of these teams designing robots that are stout and can fit underneath the trench zones, so they have more options to progress around the field of play. 69-56, one of those options that have decided to go a little bit taller, given the opportunity potentially to climb in the end game period. Score is currently 42-120 in favor of your Red second Alliance. Cybears pushing some of those fuel back into their Alliance side with a huge volume of fuel coming from the Red Alliance as they deliver that while their hub has become active. 10-0-21, Garrett Catholic Golden Gears trying to get in position with all 3 blue robots, all 6 on the Red Alliance side, trying to cause as much chaos, bumpering them, and trying to cause that defense. Refs are watching them closely to make sure they're not pinning and continuing to have freedom of movement. 30 seconds remaining in the end game period. Both of those team hubs are now active. Blue Alliance going completely offensive. 17-41. Harrison Boy Robotics stuck on fuel underneath the trench. Red alert. 17-41 trying to push some of those into their outposts, providing additional scoring opportunities for their opponent Alliance. Red Alliance continuing to press that pressure up. 10 seconds remaining. 256-64. All that comes down to that points. No ranking points available here in the playoffs. Climbing them out in 3, 2, 1. That's playoffs match 3. We'll see how those scores total up. Is your second seed, 337 to Alliance's 71. Lots of defensive pressure there from Blue Alliance. Alliance 2 will remain in the upper bracket. We'll see them again in match 8. Alliance 7 will head down to the lower bracket. They'll play again in match 6. Stick tight for playoffs. Match 4.